Hello, and thank you so much for taking the time to actually watch this video. If you're new to my channel, my name's Colin Mitchell, and I do videos on personal development, also videos on mental health, and also on business, lead generation, helping small businesses. Please, obviously, if after you watch this video, please consider subscribing, and hopefully I can be of help to you in the future. Now this video is going to be all about lead generation, all about what you can do to actually generate more business for your business. It might be that you've got a small business, it might be that you've got a large business. Whatever size business you've got, I'm going to cover some of the things that you can do to help you to effectively bring in more money. Now, I'm going to start by saying first of all that if you're a small business, this can at times be difficult because obviously you might not have the expenditure, the money to obviously put into this subject, into obviously generating leads for your business. But you need to, if you like, appreciate early on that it's fundamental, especially if you intend to have your business, have it going in the long term. Now I'm going to cover some different things that I've done in the past, that I still do now, and that you can do, which in some cases are very inexpensive. When people talk about lead generation, they immediately start thinking that it's going to cost them loads of money. They're going to have to start paying these independent companies to generate these leads for them. And more often than not, your mindset is going to tell you that it's going to not work out for you. Well, in my eyes, you couldn't be more wrong, yeah, because you know, you never know what that lead that you get can bring you. Now, if we first of all consider ways of getting more work, more business, more money without spending any money, because this is obviously what a lot of people, especially if you've got a small business, want to know about. Now, when I look at companies and people that because I actually get leads for companies. Sometimes I meet people, sometimes I actually ring people up, and because I actually sell leads to businesses, I often say to people, well, what are you doing? You know, what are you doing at present to obviously get your work? And probably 7 out of 10 times, it's a very high amount. These builders, that you might be a plumber or a plasterer or a bricklayer, they'll turn around and say, well, people know what I do. People, you know, it's kind of word of mouth. People know what I do. And that's all right if you're really, really busy, and obviously the work, you know, the money's raining in, you know, it's obviously raining into you, but that's not always the case. I've had it myself where I've had big times, busy times, and all of a sudden it seems to go quiet. It's almost like you're invisible, even if you are marketing. So you need to obviously take this side of your business seriously. You know, the first thing that I would say to somebody who has got a new business is that you need to make this a priority. Where your next job is coming from is fundamental if you are to do well, because it's all very well doing well one week. It might be that you're a landscape gardener and you go and do a job, and you earn, you might earn £2,000 over a couple of weeks. But if the following 2 weeks you've got no work, all of a sudden you're down to £500 a week. Yeah. So you need to have some sort of game plan in place that is going to keep bringing these leads in. Now, one of the things which amazes me when I talk to people about obviously getting more work. I often say to people, what do you do? And they usually say very little. So usually the first thing I say to them, I tell them to do if they need more work, is to go through their existing customer base. Now it might seem obvious, but I know so many people. I've got a friend who's a glazer. He's probably doing 10, 15 jobs a week for people, replacing glass, small repairs. And he sometimes chases me for me to get him more work, because I basically do work for him. But sometimes I say to him, ring up your existing customers. Yeah, talk to your existing customers. After all, you've done work for them and they are happy with your service. If you can't talk to them because you're busy, yeah, which probably isn't the case if you're worried about where your next job's coming from, but if you are busy about, and you haven't got the time to do this, then hopefully you'll have a list of people that you've done work for with their name and their contact mobile phone number, yeah, and get someone you know to just sit and text these businesses for you. It could be something like, hi, hi, it's Colin. I recently done some work for you, replaced your glass or whatever it is you do. I'm just contacting you in case you need my service again. I'd really appreciate it if you would hold my contact details on your phone and bear me in mind should you need me in the future. Now, how long would that text take to write? Yeah, you can save it as a draft on your phone, and you could get your son or your wife or your daughter to sit and go through your list of people that you've done work for. This, I'm telling you, if you do it enough, yeah, will bring you back in work. It will definitely bring you back work. All of a sudden you'll get a phone call and somebody will say to you, is that Colin or whatever your name is? And they'll say, I've been given your details. You've done some work for my friend. And the reason this person is ringing you is because your friend happens to have your text on their phone. And when they were in a conversation about having their windows done or having their landscaping done, that person said, oh, do you know what? Bloke texted me the other day, bloke has done work for me. If you need this done, here's his number. All of a sudden, from that text that was free in most cases to send, if you're like me, you've got a tariff phone where you're paying so much for texts, use them. Use them. If you've got 3,000 texts a month, use them. Yeah? Because if you don't, you're leaving money on the table. Yeah? That's number one. Yeah? Number one, it's free. The second thing is don't be afraid to ask for referrals. Now this can be dependent if you like, what business you're in. If you're a person that does, dentures, then perhaps you might have a friend that needs dentures or false teeth or whatever, but it's probably unlikely. But if it's something general like glazer, it might be that you're a builder, you're a plasterer or something like that, or it might be that you do general property maintenance. Yeah, there's nothing to stop you ringing up your people, people that you've worked for, or texting them and saying, look, please, if you know anyone that needs roofing services or whatever it is you do, I would really appreciate your recommendation. Yeah, this is simple stuff really, but it's something that a lot of people don't do. Yeah, and you need to if you've got a small business. You need to do it. Yeah, I've spoken about it in other videos. I've got a lot of videos to do with lead generation about helping small businesses, and I really hope you sit and watch them all, because it's going to help you. No way about it. There's no there's no way that if you watch them you won't learn something which hopefully will help your business in the future. Yeah. Now on the subject of referrals, asking other people, asking people to give you referrals. Do you know anyone it might be that you're an estate agent. You could say, well, do you know anyone that's moving property, that needs help moving property? You might be a mortgage advisor, financial planner. Do you know anybody that's perhaps their circumstances have changed? Have they just had a baby? Are they thinking about life insurance? This is how you've got to be. Yeah, you haven't just got to rely on blind advertising that's going to cost you loads of money. Yeah, yes, these other ways do work. Facebook advertising, putting ads on, forming these different, obviously like pages on different social media. That all works, and promoting and boosting your page. These things do work, but they cost you money. I'm on about these initial ideas that I'm talking about now ain't going to cost you a bean, and I know they work. Yeah, I know they work. Give you an example. When I first moved to where I am now, I was doing sign writing. I've got my own machine. I was doing a bit of like sign writing, builders' vans, etc., builders' boards, shop fascias. What did I do? As soon as as soon as I was in a position to be able to sit and start thinking about my business, what did I do? I got the local Gazette newspaper in my area, yeah, and I just sat writing down plumber, phone number, bricklayer, phone number, plasterer, phone number, and all I done was when I was sitting, I basically done a template on my mobile phone saying that, hi, my name's Colin Mitchell. I'm a local sign writer in your area. I'd really appreciate it if you would bear me in mind if you need any signage in the future for your business. It was something like that, yeah. And what did I do? When I was sat watching TV, I just sat tapping in the number in my phone and hitting send. Tapping in the number in my phone, hitting send, yeah. And I got work from it. I got, I can remember offhand once I done it, I got a shop fascia job, builders boards. They're not all massive jobs, but it's what that job leads to in the future. Yeah, you need to stop thinking about perhaps landing the big fish every time. Think about the little fish, because where there's little fish, there's usually big fish, and if you're swimming amongst them, chances are you might land one of those bigger projects. Yeah, and yeah, it's all about this lead generation, this earning more money. This concept of earning more money. What are we really talking about here? We're talking about putting ourselves out there. We're putting ourselves in the pond, if you like, so we can be found. Yeah. Now, I've digressed a little bit. All right. Back to referral. Asking people for referrals. Yeah. Something which you should do. You say to people, if you know anybody that needs this work done, yeah, and I can perhaps help them in the future, I offer a referral fee. You could say, for every project you get me over X amount of money, there's £100 in it for you. Yeah, I know numerous people who I've helped get leads for. I've kind of helped them and said to them, well, look, are you doing this? Are you doing that? This works. Yeah. If someone thinks if they refer someone to someone and they go and buy a 5,000 kitchen that they're going to get a £250, payment just for getting a recommendation that sells, they're going to do it. People will help you. Yeah. Yeah. People will help you. One thing I've discovered in life as well is that if you don't ask for help, if you don't ask for help in any aspect of your life, yeah, you're never going to receive it. Yeah. What's wrong with ringing up somebody, an existing customer, and saying, look, I'm only ringing you on the off chance. I'm basically, obviously I fitted you, I've done this for you, I've done that for you. I'm just ringing to see if you need anything else done because I'm a bit quiet at the moment. Be honest with people. Just because your business might have gone a bit quiet, don't mean that you ain't good, that you ain't reputable. It just means that your business is gone a bit quiet. Now my business has gone a bit quiet in a minute. Is there anything else that you could, that you need? Because I might be able to do something for you. Do it a bit cheaper. People love saving money. Yeah. The other thing is get emails. Yeah, something that these big businesses do, which they all do. Yeah, my wife works for a company, and basically when she sells a product, I won't say with you, but basically when she's at the till and she's selling her items, part of her job is to ask for the customer's email so they can send them a receipt. Would it be okay if we send your receipt by email? Right? Do you think they're really worried about sending that customer a email receipt? They're not. They want the email so they can send them a voucher code to buy more products at a discount in the future. So what's wrong with you when you're talking to these customers? When you can do it right at the start before they're even a customer. Say to them, when you're giving the estimate, say, you know, thank you for inviting me round here. I'm going to send you an estimate to do whatever it is you do. I'm going to send you a quote. Is it okay if I email it to you? What do you think they're going to say? Of course you can. Yeah, of course you can. Right? You then email them their quote. You do a follow-up phone call. You do or do not get the job, right? But if you do get the job and the person's happy with it, what's to stop you emailing them three months later? Yeah? It might be that you've done it, that you've tiled their bathroom for them. Yeah? Hiya, Mrs. Jones. Just an email. It's Colin. I done your wall tiling on your bathroom. I'm only emailing you in case you need my services, if you need any other tiling or any other general maintenance done. Email. Your name, obviously it's got your email link because it's your email, and ideally a free phone number at the top of the email. Do you think if that woman's happy with what you've done in the past that she won't ring you first? Yeah? And how much does this cost you? How much does it cost to send texts? What does it cost you to send emails? What does it cost you to ask for referrals? You can ask for referrals in your emails. Hi, I've done your work for you. I'm so happy that you was glad with what I've done for you. I'm just sending you an email in case you need any more work done, and to remind you that obviously if you know anybody that needs my services, I do offer a reward for people that obviously bring me work. Yeah? People love getting things done for cheap, yeah? People love getting money, you know, for doing nothing. It's no different than you going to the cinema, watching a film. You know, I can think back years ago when Avatar first came out. I absolutely, if you ever met me, you know I love science fiction. I love, you know, Star Wars, Avatar, all these sort of things. And the amount of people I must have told when I see Avatar, have you seen Avatar? I really thought it was great, and you know what I mean? But I weren't being paid to, you know, the company that owned Avatar weren't paying me, but effectively I was doing referral marketing for them. Yeah? Why don't you start doing it? Why don't you start doing it? Just because you're a one-man band, or you might have 2 or 3 blokes for you, yeah, you've got to start doing this. You've got to start doing this. Yeah? Back to the email, if you're sending out an email, if you've got perhaps you might have a period in time, you know, it might be that your diary is pretty well booked up for the moment, yeah. But you could send an email. You could send out an email saying, look, you know, I'm just booking up my diary. I'm contacting you to see if you've got any more work. My diary isn't full at the moment, and I'm looking for people, you know, who might be able to go ahead with projects in October, November, whatever, yeah, and kind of word it in a way that if they do it in this time, that you're going to do it cheaper. People love saving money, yeah. People love saving money, yeah. But you need to appreciate that these emails, even though if you've asked for them, they've not cost you no money. You need to start appreciating their significance, yeah? How important they are, yeah? How important they are. Going back to my friend Michael, who I get work for, he's a glazer, yeah? I think now he did, well, he's told me that he does it now. Whether or not he does, I honestly don't know. But if he did, you know, he's probably doing 10, 15 jobs a week. You know, after a month, he's got 60 emails. After a year, he's got 720. Yeah, can you see how these emails, yeah? And then you're sending, it don't cost you no money to send an email. That's what's crazy about it, you know. Do it now. They might start charging us soon. But, you know, it's just, to me, it's you're leaving money on the table if you don't do this. If you don't actually do this, you can't really moan that you haven't got a lot of work, because you're not following these free tips and strategies, if you like, that are going to bring you in work, and it ain't costing you nothing. It's really not costing you nothing. I'm just very quickly going to cover some of the other ones which will cost you a little bit of money. You know, if you've got a van, it should be sign written. And I'm not saying that because I want to sign write your van for you. It's just that obviously, you know, it makes sense. You're driving around, you know, wherever you are. Ideally, you want to have a website. If you've got a website, you want to register your business on Google Maps. If you're in the UK or wherever you are in the world, there's Google. Yeah, it's free. Yeah, I'll say that again, it's free. So why wouldn't you have your business listed on there? Yeah, list it on Google Maps. Yeah, obviously you can pay. You can do what's called pay-per-click on Google, so that more people see your Google listing. Perhaps give that a try, but that will cost you money. Yeah. Then you've got obviously Facebook. Your business should have a Facebook page. Are you on Facebook? If someone clicks in your area and they want a plumber or a plasterer or whatever you are you coming up in that search in that area? Yeah. Your business cards. Have you got your business Facebook page linked on your business card? Yeah. There's so many ways. And don't just watch this video. I mean, I'm not a professor of lead generation. I only know this because of what I've actually learnt myself to help my business. It's not without being rude, this really ain't rocket science. It's something which anyone can do, and we should all be doing it. If your wife's got a car, have you got a magnetic sign on the back of her car? If you've got a sign on the doors, make a magnetic sign. If you're going to go out for a meal somewhere and you're worried about people seeing you, you got signs all over your car, don't worry about that. You can take them off. They're magnetic. But when your wife goes out shopping and she's going to leave it in a car park for 3 hours, yeah, bear in mind that somebody just might see that sign. Yeah, magnetic signs. If you're doing work, home improvements. It might be that you're a roofer, a scaffolder, something like that, and you're on a job. You've got to have builders boards up. If you've got the money to afford it, you want to get a big banner up. Yeah, get a big banner up. These things work. If you're involved in like doing extensions and things like that, something that I've not mentioned before, but I'll mention it. But this is something which, if you're a builder, you should be doing, and that is writing to people in your local area who've put in for planning permission. If you've got a guy and he's having an extension put on his house, if he hasn't had to apply for planning permission because it falls within what's called permitted development, he will still 9 out of 10 times have to do a building regulation approval. Now, if he's had to do that, he's had to put plans in. You can go onto your local council and you can get a list of people who are going to be having their loft conversion done, going to be having their extension built. It might be that they're having a garage conversion. Yeah. Now, all these people are basically recorded at your local council offices